In the last two videos, we looked at some of the underlying maths and terminology around regular expressions. If you haven't watched those, go back and watch them first. In this video then, we're actually going to understand what a regular expression is, how it's a simple way of describing a set, and how it allows particular types of languages to describe some kind of convenient shorthand. And we're going to look at how you can actually form and use simple regular expressions for string manipulation and matching. So first of all, what is a regular expression? Well, regular expressions are a tool which allow computers to work with text patterns. There's all sorts of reasons we could use regular expressions. Quite typically it can be used for validation of input. It could check, for example, whether the format of an email address has been specified correctly. It can be used to match various patterns in a text file. For example, when you're using a word processor and you use the search tool to find a particular word or phrase. It can be used by compilers for checking syntax. So, in essence, a regular expression tries to match a pattern, which is why sometimes it's often referred to as a pattern. The regular expression itself is used to specify a set of strings that meet a given condition. So, if you just take an abstract view, you could think of a regular expression like this black bar here that's got various holes in it. This regular expression, or this pattern, is designed to match any shape in the first position, followed by a circle, followed by any shape, followed by a square, circle, and a triangle. If we apply this pattern, this regular expression, to the following set of symbols, it will return which ones have matched and which ones haven't. So the first one matches fine. The second one fails to match because the fourth position requires a square and it finds a circle. The third one fails to match. The fourth one matches. And the fifth one fails to match. So you can see that we can create a regular expression, some kind of pattern, and then we can use that to see what type of text matches. Okay, so let's actually put this into practice and look at some examples. Now, regular expression uses a series of special symbols called meta-characters. Now, there's quite a lot in regular expressions, and it also varies depending on language to language. The ones you need to know for the exam are below. So the first one is the star symbol, and this means 0 or more preceding elements. So if I created the regular expression x, y star, this would match any text-based string that had an x and then 0 or more y's. So this regular expression would match all of these strings here, and we can add as many y's as we like. It would happily match this regular expression. The plus meta character means 1 or more preceding elements. So it's very similar to this one, apart from this is 0 or more. This has to require at least 1. Now it's 1 or more preceding elements. So in this piece of regular expression, that means we have to have at least one x, but we could have then as many as we like, and there must be a y on the end. So this would match xy, xxy, and so on and so forth. The question mark means 0 or 1 preceding elements. So just make sure you understand the difference. This is 0 or more, so as many as we like. This is 1 or more. This is only 0 or 1. In other words, you can think of this like optional. It either can't have it or it can have it, but only once. So, and it's preceding elements again. So we have the string system, and then in brackets we have A, T, I, and C. And we can either have that 0 times or once. So this regular expression would match system and systematic. This pipe symbol here, you can think of like the OR operator, and it separates alternatives. So this regular expression will match the string cat or Catering or Catherine, so it'd match all three. Now finally, we've already been using brackets in the above two examples, but brackets are used to group together regular expressions. And it also, just like in maths, it allows us to determine precedence. So here we have a slightly more complicated regular expression. I can have a D or a D, must be followed by an O and an M, and then I can have INO or INIC or INATOR. And if I run that regular expression, it would be able to match any one of these 6 following strings. Note, it is possible that additional meta-characters may be used in the exam, but any that are will be explained as part of the exam question. These are the ones you need to make sure you're aware in advance.